We've had great service from the reps, whether people need to be met at the evenings or during the day. They've been there without any problem at all.
It's been a pleasure to work with Barbara. She's been very involved in helping me plan. It's night and day from the way things were.
We love Jenny here at Central. She's been extremely supportive. She's been extremely accessible to all of our faculty and staff. She's been extremely accessible to me to answer all of my questions, and I have a lot of questions.
My experience with Marty has been extensive. It has meant a lot. When I think of Marty, I think of integrity and relationships.
But since that time that I've known Marlene, I've found her to be very conscientious, reliable, competent, and most of all, she gives a personal touch to the service that she offers to workers.
Barbara has been teaching me a lot of knowledge about my money, how it's being invested. I check with her every year, and if I have to, every 6 months. So, anytime I have any questions, I can call her at any time of the day.
Jenny seems to be very customer oriented. She has a strong or high financial IQ. And she's basically given me a lot of advice that has been very beneficial for me since the short period of time that I've known her, which is short, at least 4 years or more. So it's been a very positive working relationship.
Marty Barron has been coming out to our office probably, I want to say maybe 15 or more years. So you develop a secure relationship knowing you're talking to someone who's met with you before, who knows what your goals are, what your family is like.
Of course, after I signed, I made the first possible appointment to sit down and go over my situation. And really, pretty much 2 or 3 times a year since, whenever I get a tickler here that Jenny's coming back on campus, I ask myself, do I want to make another appointment or am I good? And given the changes that have gone in the last couple of years, it was almost always, yeah, let's make an appointment.
My overall impression with ING is that it's a professionally run group of employees. They provide tremendous services at all 13 of our locations, day or evening. They couldn't have done a better job. I've worked with other third-party administrators, and this is an exceptional relationship.
There's always an agent ready on the 1-800 number or the local number to speak to me if I call.
In fact, I've rolled over money from other IRAs into the ING account since coming on board. So that's how strongly I feel about the service I've been receiving.
A lot of us in the higher education sector are in our 50s and 60s or even our early 70s. And these are critical times for us to make sure that our retirement funds are well managed.
ING has taken it to another level. They've made it, I believe, with those workshops where they've reached out to inform people how important the planning is and to be in contact with your representatives one-on-one.
2 weeks ago, we hosted an on-site workshop. The workshops are valuable and appreciated by employees. The account representative was knowledgeable and provided current information that was valuable. The feedback overall was very positive.
Some of the information I've learned was how to establish various asset classes, how to rebalance periodically, which Jenny and I have developed a strategy to do that. So she gave me some insight on basically where my financial situation is currently and what I expect to basically accumulate in the future.
Particularly knowing that you folks were here to advise me on whether or not it's time for me to retire. That was crucial to me.
I take it as my duty to recommend the program, the 457 and 403B, to my peers.
I've recommended the plan specifically to my wife, who is a state employee, and I have a daughter who's also a state employee. So I talk with them constantly about the importance of saving early and consistently.
I refer individuals to the ING website so they can learn more about the deferred compensation plans. Often I'll hear individuals make comments that they wish they had known more at the time they were hired about the deferred compensation plan. And when I hear questions and comments such as that, I'll refer the individual to ING so they can find out what options are available to them, such as the catch-up provisions.
ING has taught me so much, I don't know how to go to anybody else. I really prefer to stay with ING.
The feedback that we get from faculty and staff has always been very positive about the service that they're receiving from ING and in particular Jenny. And they have done a very good job of servicing our needs and providing information to our faculty and staff.
I think relationships take a lot of effort and commitment, and I certainly think that ING has made that commitment to the state of Connecticut and the employees.
I would much prefer to have a company that I'm very familiar with and a company that I trust. At this point, I trust ING.
The ING has been far better at helping us manage our retirement.
To me, the benchmark that any company that's helping us through this process is that you make as best use of our money as possible with our input, and you leave us so that when we retire, we can stay in our homes and have a good life.
I've always felt that I could trust the information that was given from the people that were giving it to me here at ING. It's been, I've been able to put my head on my pillow at night and sleep.